Hello viewer, I'm Kairos Time, and today we're going to be doing a recap on year one of doing YouTube. I hope you enjoy. Thank you so much for jumping on and watching this video. I imagine that the majority of the viewers of this video are going to be my stalwart subscribers, those of you that love my channel, and as such, I just wanted to say thank you so much for your support this past year. Today, in today's video, I'm going to be covering, talking a little bit about year one on YouTube and what that was like. I'm going to talk about my goals and my plans for year two. I'm going to answer some questions that some people have posted on my channel, some personal questions, and also a little bit about Clash Royale. But before I get to that, I just wanted to ask you guys some questions. Like I said earlier, I think that the viewers that are watching this right now, you are my faithful subscribers, those of you that care and love the channel the most. So much so that you're willing to watch it even when I'm not doing Clash Royale content. And so thank you for being here. You are the ones that really truly make this channel what it is, and I just appreciate your support. But I do have some questions. I'm kind of at a turning point in my life right now as I'm starting grad school. I'll talk a little bit about that later. But as such, I want to make sure that I'm spending the time on YouTube on videos that you guys like the most. And so I want you to tell me how much you like my different types of videos. And if you don't like them, if you don't like a specific one but you like a different one, just tell me. I really want to know in the feedback, or in the comment section below, please tell me how much do you like my tier list videos. That is 2v2, the ladder, and tournament tier list videos. How much do you like my strategy guides to Clash Royale, how to build the best decks, how to manage Elixir? Oh, I haven't done that one yet. I'm planning on doing that one sometime. How to keep card rotation in mind, things like that. Next video. How do you like deck building tips? Would you like a series where I just take one facet of deck building and talk about that and just talk about how to build the best decks? How much do you like videos where I take a deck that I've been playing, I break it down, I talk about why I like it, talk about some gameplay, and show some gameplay in that? And lastly, how much do you like Let's Play videos where I just take a deck and I just jump in and we just play the deck and talk about it? Just please let me know. I really appreciate your support. Okay, year one on YouTube has just been absolutely insane. My goal, I had graduated with a bachelor's in exercise physiology, and there was about a year and a couple of months before I was going to be starting my doctorate of physical therapy program. And I wanted to have some fun in the time, so I was like, you know what? I freaking love Clash Royale, and I want to do YouTube. So I decided to try it down. I sat it down with Lady Kairos. I was like, here's what I want to do, and I want to have some fun with it, see what I can do. And she was like, okay, that sounds like a lot of effort for not very much of a reward. And for a really long time, it really was hard. I set a goal of having 10,000 subscribers before this point. Reached that thanks to some really great supporters, not to mention all of you guys, but some great names to mention. ClashRoyaleArena.com really helped me get off my feet and helped me get that first 100 and 1,000 subscribers. Those are huge marks that are very difficult for any YouTuber to pass, and I could not have gotten there without them. Next, Clash with Ash was fundamental in helping me reach 10,000 subscribers. I did a video with him. He shouted out some of my videos, like my face reveal, where I sang the acapella version of the Clash Royale theme song. If you haven't seen that, maybe you should take a look at it. And then also Clash Royale itself, sharing my one of my CCGS videos on in-game was huge to getting me up to the point where I'm almost at 20,000 subscribers. So huge supporters, but then also every single one of you guys that are watching this video, just thank you so much for the support. It meant a lot. So that was my goal. I did a face reveal at 1,000 subscribers. Super hard to get to that point, but like I said, thanks to those supporters, I was able to get there. I did a video with Lady K on at 10,000 subscribers. I'm coming up to 20,000 subscribers, so please let me know, what do you want to see at 20K? I'm not going to show you baby K because she's just too young to be put on the internet, and I'm just gonna play the dad card and say, nope, not happening, baby K. So that's the one thing I will not do. I'm sure there's other things I would not do, but let me know if you do have any ideas. And then at the end of the year, I really finish it off with a bang. Was just flown out by Clash Royale to the CCGS studio that they've got in Los Angeles, and was able to go there, and it was just such a great way to be on the live show, see the set, meet some of the players, and that was just a really great way to go out. I'm sorry for the lack of videos recently. Last week was such a crazy one with me getting ready to start grad school and then also going to California for that. So, year 2 of YouTube. What's coming to year 2? Well, first of all, you guys have probably noticed I have a new logo. It's got my face on it. I've got a new banner. It's more geared towards Clash Royale, has some Clash Royale characters in there. I've got a new intro video that you've seen at this video, at the beginning of this, and then I've got a new end screen as well. If you guys are watching through the end of the videos, you'll see the end screen. It's made that one myself. And then of course you've seen my new setup recently. I put that about a month ago, or a month and a half ago when I first moved here. But a new setup, so some new things. And I'm starting my Doctorate of Physical Therapy program. In fact, I started, first day of classes was today. And I am excited about that. That is something that I've wanted to do for such a long time, and I love it. I love that field, but I also love doing YouTube. YouTube is something that I never thought that I would do. It was more like, hey, let's try this out. And then I love it. It's so much fun. And I love playing these games with you guys. It's just so much fun. But I have to be true to myself, and I have to be true to my goals, and that is to put YouTube, or sorry, not YouTube, my physical therapy education and my family as #1 and #2. My family's #1, and then school, yeah, anyways, you get it. Then comes YouTube. And so as far as time commitment goes, like, I am going to make sure I'm doing well in school. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to take care of my family. But as long as I'm doing those 2 things and I have some time, YouTube is what I want to do. I am loving it. I would love to grow. In fact, I have a goal by this time next year to be at 100,000 subscribers. My goal is to get to that point. Obviously, I'm gonna have to work my tail off it for school. I'm gonna have to have some great fun. Oh, it looks like somebody subscribed to my channel. That was the little notification there. And then I have a goal to take care of my family. But as far as YouTube goes, I would really like to get to the point where I'm doing like 5 videos a week, but I don't know if that's realistic with how busy I'm going to be. I've got a lot going on my plate, and so that's not too realistic. My goal is at least 1 video a week. That's the very minimum that I want to do. I want to do more, but that 1 video consistently, I want to be getting you guys out updated tier list videos where I am continuing to update my ladder tier list, my tournament tier list, and my 2v2 tier list. And if there's a different meta that comes out somewhere, then maybe I'll do a 4th one so that you'd be getting like 4 tier lists like once every Sunday. That's kind of what my goal is, to put out a video every Sunday of either one of those tier lists, and possibly a strategy guide that I've been working on for the previous month or something like that. Because those take a lot of hours to create and make. I put a lot of effort into those. But then my goal is to realistically, hopefully, be able to do 2 to 3 videos a week. Maybe put out some videos that don't take as much time out on Tuesday and Thursday, and then I have that one that takes a lot of effort to put it out on Sunday, and then maybe some videos where Clash Royale says that they're going to be coming out with a new update, so I want to cover that and talk about that, or things like that. That's possible. I also have the goal to stream. I love streaming. I think streaming is so much fun. Let me know what you think about my streaming. If you like it, if you don't like it, whatever, just please let me know. That's what I want to hear from you guys, my faithful subscribers, the ones of you that are watching this, even though I've been rambling off for a while. And do you like my streams? Okay, so my goal is to stream at least once or twice a week. Now, I'm hosting tournaments for ClashRoyaleArena.com every other Saturday, and so my goal is to do at least that. But then I'm also thinking about doing the fun challenge events that happen every Fridays for Clash Royale, you know, like the sudden death challenge and things like that. Maybe streaming those every Friday night. Once I'm done with school and I'm getting, you know, I have time over the weekend, I can plan on doing that. Let me know what you think about that. I haven't set a streaming schedule yet in the past because my life has been so my schedule's been so unorganized, where I've been working and doing YouTube and moving and so many different things and trying this out, this experimental YouTube first year experience, and so that's interesting. I also have a goal by the end of the year to now I don't have control over this, but to get a developer build for Clash Royale and Brawl Stars. I love Brawl Stars. I haven't done anything on Brawl Stars on my channel, mostly because I don't have the equipment. I had to borrow somebody's iPad, and then I moved. Hey, somebody else subscribed. I had to borrow somebody else's iPad to play it, and then I moved, and then I couldn't play it on his iPad. So I don't have the equipment to do Brawl Stars anymore, but I love the game. I think it's so fun, and I'm continuing to stay on top of that, and I want to do Brawl Stars content because I think it's I think it's going to be fantastic. I'm loving it. But my goal is as well to get a developer builder for Clash Royale. I don't have control of that. Obviously, Clash Royale has the decision on that. So the best thing that I can do is just create good content, and if you guys like it, then hopefully that'll happen someday. But that's something I would love to do. I would love to cover content as soon as it comes out, rather than having to try and like play catch up after the day after or something like that and put a video late. But okay. So that is year 2. That's my goal. We'll see if I don't run my face into the dirt by doing that. I'm going to be exhausted all the time, but should be really interesting. Now this is the part of the segment where I just talk a little bit about some questions. So I've had on a previous video, I asked, hey, I'm going to be doing this video. I want to answer some questions. So questions. What? Wait, what? You still in school? Yes. I graduated from high school, then I graduated from my college, and now I'm going to go to school for my doctorate program. So that's the level of education that I'm going into. Somebody else says, don't you have a wife? Yes, I do have a wife. I do also have a kid. I've been married for 5 years. I started college when I was 21, and now I'm 26. Yeah, I'm 26. And yeah, so that's kind of what I'm doing. What is physical therapy? Somebody wanted to know. Physical therapy is basically a professional that helps take care of people after they get injured, or if people have special issues with, like, they have surgery, or deal with, like, there's also like a big field of sports. So major teams, like professional basketball and baseball and soccer and football as well. They'll all have physical therapists there that are able to help try and help those athletes maintain their peak performance bodies and things like that. So all sorts of different things. It covers from electrotherapy to ultrasound therapy to massage therapy and all sorts of different things, manual therapy, just a lot of different ways to help people recover from things like that in that nature. So that's physical therapy. Really excited. I'm excited to do it. It's something I've been very interested in. I love the body, and I love helping other people, and so it's something I've been interested in. Okay, now some Clash Royale questions. Is ex-NATO OP? I do not think that it's necessarily OP. I think, I mean, if you think about it, there has to be, it's super strong to counter a lot of different pushes. I mean, it really does work, but it does nothing against split pushes. And so if you're playing against somebody that plays ex-NATO, then really try and trick them into counter pushing, or pushing down multiple lanes, or just waiting until they haven't played, or they've played their executioner or their tornado and go down the other lane, things like that. I don't think it's overpowered. I think it takes some skill to use. I mean, that in itself is an 8 elixir defense, and an 8 elixir defense should be able to stop a lot. I mean, obviously that doesn't happen all the time, but I don't quite think it's OP now. Which card should I max out for 4K plus ladder? I think that almost any player should zap out, or should max out zap. It's just very strong. Next, I would choose either the bats or the minions. If you're like a control player, I think bats are a little bit better fit. If you're more of a beatdown player than the minions. If you're a siege player, both of them have worked for me. It just kind of depends on what you want and whether or not your opponent or the meta has more arrows or zap more. So that kind of depends. I also think that the knight is a great card to try and max out, and then of course your win condition. the win condition of your choice. I'm focusing on maxing out my Expo, and it's going to take forever for me to get it to level 8, but that's a different story. Commons obviously level up pretty quickly, and so you can do those. I would choose a common or a rare for your primary win condition, or you could go the route that I have with like a Golem, P.E.K.K.A, Golem for beatdown, P.E.K.K.A for control, and Expo for siege if you want to just request that epic every Sunday for Epic Sunday. Next question is, what would be your top 3 balance changes? Okay, so this is kind of all one balance change, but it incorporates a few different principles. First of all, I think when Clash Royale first came out, it was a very defensive game, and a lot of people considered it to be boring because defenses were just so strong. So when I'm talking about defenses, I'm talking about the cannon, I'm talking about the tombstone, I'm talking about the Tesla, the Inferno Tower. They were just so strong, and it was a very defensive meta, and it was difficult to get past those defenses, and people got frustrated and bored with the game because it's even if you would rather draw if both of you had taken out 2 towers than if nobody had taken out any towers. Like, it's more fun to play like that. And so Supercell made some changes and made defenses a little bit more, a little bit weaker, and they added in, and so that was good. That was really fantastic. I loved that. It was so much fun. Those changes, I think, have been really fantastic. Then Clash Royale started introducing some cards that are versatile, very versatile cards that can do a lot of different things. The Electro Wizard, who comes down with a zap, spreads out 2 different ways and stuns things, slows them, and then also resets them, and he deals 2 targets. You also have like the Night Witch that spawns bats when she's going. She's a ground troop, so she does things like that, and then she spawns bats when she dies. I don't think she's super strong right now, but you get what I'm saying. There's also the Mega Knight, comes down with a slam and jumps, dashes, the Bandit dashes. There are all these new cards that are very offensive cards and have changed things so to the point where defenses just don't stand a chance. They're not good. And so if I were to make a balance change, I think that a lot of the defenses, like even Cannon and Tesla, they're just not even good anywhere. Even if you max out a Cannon and it's over leveled, it's like it'll stop Hog Riders, but it's not going to stop anything else, and even then a Fireball or a Lightning can get rid of it and it's not even a problem. I think that defenses should last a little bit longer, should have a little bit longer lifespan, except for like the Expo and the Mortar. I think that they're just fine the way that they are right now. The Tesla Tower, I think could use some type of a buff where it was stunning things as well. I think that's like the most consistent way to buff the Tesla. And then the Electro Wizard, I think I think that he is just too versatile. For a legendary, I put him in the A tier recently in the ladder, and he's definitely S tier in competitive tournament gameplay. And he's been there for a really long time. He has extremely high use rates. He's just so versatile and so good in so many different ways. I think that even just decreasing his health just a little bit. I actually talked when I was at the CCGS to Oxalate and Trainer Luis, and then also Colton, and they didn't necessarily think that the Electro Wizard was too strong. Like, nobody's annoyed with the Electro Wizard. And I think that they're right in that aspect of the pros are not annoyed with the Electro Wizard. You can deal with him. But I don't think that a card like that should be so versatile that you can put him in every single kind of deck. I think he should be a little bit more... I just think that he needs a different spot. There are cards that are spells, you know, those are going to fit into any type of deck. The log and zap, like that, whatever. You play your deck and it's like, oh, what do I pick, log or zap? Like, it depends on the meta, it depends on what your deck can do. But the Electro Wizard, it's like no-brainer, like, oh yeah, I'm going to take this card out and switch with the Electro Wizard, and now my deck is better. I don't like that, and even though he's pretty easy to deal with, I think that he needs some type of rework. And defenses, now that offenses are stronger, I think that defenses could get a little bit of a buff. Let me know what you think about that. If you think I'm blowing smoke, please drop a line. I'd love to hear it, but I've seen the entire meta of Clash Royale since the very beginning of the beta, and I've loved the game the entire time. And I love the changes that Supercell have brought, and I think that this is, and I'm not even complaining, this is somebody asked me, and I'm like, oh, this is what I think. So that's what I think, but I'd love to know what you think. If you could make 3 different changes, please let me know in the comment section below. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching this. If you got to the end, you truly are the faithful, the people that really care about the channel. So if you got to the end, put like hashtag Spageletons in there, right? Or hashtag A tier. That was my latest blunder. I put A tier in all my slides instead of, well, anyways, the corresponding tiers. But you guys are fantastic. Thank you so much for watching. This is Kairos Time ticking by, and we will see you in the arena.